Hot Magic Monday with Empress Lysa. Welcome back, and welcome to my episode where we're going to be talking about the purpose of an empath is to witness. Now, this is a provocative conversation because it's the aspect of our calling that we all despise. It's actually what first awakens us to the reality that we are an empath, because everyone keeps telling us their whole damn story everywhere we go, no matter what they know about us, whether they're strangers or not. What I want to confide in you is that it's only by others actually expecting us to witness them that we ever first learn that we are empaths. My whole life, people would tell me their stories, their situations, their experiences, their pain and their suffering. And that actually awakened me to the reality that I was an empath. What's really cool about this is that people will only ask you to witness them, or more importantly, require you to witness them. And we'll talk about that later, how much choice you have in this action, if they can sense and feel that you have the capacity to do so. Which is why we don't really have a choice, because we have a capacity. And when a soul needs to be witnessed and needs to have their pain made known by another soul to make it real, we will seek out somebody who can do that. So you are qualified, okay? As people reach out to you and confide in you, they can sense and feel that you have the ability to do this, whether you think you do or not. I didn't think I had the ability to do this. I didn't want to be doing it. Adults would tell me things when I was a child and I really didn't want to know. I really lost a lot of innocence in my childhood because I was called into so much witnessing. What is beautiful about accepting that we are empaths, and I truly believe that that makes us natural healers, is that our function is to witness. And if you have never been witnessed and you are an empath, you're going to love this conversation. If we accept that our function is to witness, it's because we accept that we are the only ones with the capacity to ascertain the truth of a situation. Now, the reason why we know if something is true or not, because we can feel it within ourselves. There have been so many acts that have been done at the hand of humanity that no one else was witness to. And what happens is when a soul suffers and they think that no one knows, they play a torturous game with themselves where they tell themselves that their suffering is not real and that it didn't really happen. Now, this is actually one of the sources of immense soul level pain that will manifest as all sorts of physical discomfort and dis-ease. And the reason why is that our soul is gone, this was real, this happened. And if you're not going to pay attention to this, I'm going to give you some pain until you're willing to pay attention and acknowledge that it is real. Throughout my life, being called to be a witness for others was never a conscious choice, and I always disliked it until I was witnessed. If you are witnessing without being witnessed, you will not be a powerful witness, because what you'll be confronted by is repeated reflections of your own pain and suffering. It will leave you feeling like the whole world has suffered exactly the way you have, and it's not the truth. There are many ways that we suffer. I don't know whether that's good news or not, but I truly believe that all of humanity is asked to pass through soul-level suffering for the purpose of refining and ennobling our souls and helping us to step into our divinity and truth. What I love about accepting myself as an empath and therefore as a healer is that it's my sacred privilege to witness. And as I first realized 12 years ago that I was capable of discerning the truth within somebody else, it actually confronted me and first woke me up to needing me to witness my own pain and suffering. That is what you'll be needing to do. If you are trying to run away from humanity and prevent them from gouging up and telling you the truth of what they've been passed through, it's only because no one has witnessed your own pain and suffering, beautiful one. So, when you have people that are allowing this to come forward, what I want you to do is recognize it as a sacred reflection of your own suffering. And we have the ability to witness our own suffering. And the more we do that, the more powerfully we can witness and see others in their suffering. And hold the truth in our hearts that we trust humanity with their pain, and we trust them to utilize that pain to step deeper into their truth. And that's the position that I hold, and that's what allows me to trust the process And I have been witness to hundreds of people's suffering in my life. I don't want to say thousands because I'm still in denial to how much suffering I've actually been called to witness. I'm going to chalk it up to hundreds, but over my lifetime, it will be thousands and thousands and thousands of souls that I'm here to witness. And we have the story of Kuan Yin that holds the glimmer of hope for our beautiful golden hearts, that before ascending to heaven, she actually returned to earth in her glory, in her divinity and godhood or goddesshood, and allowed herself to simply sit by humanity and witness them with love and compassion. If you are an empath, do you accept yourself as being called here to witness suffering? If you are an empath and you've accepted this, do you know of Kuan Yin? I will write the word in the link below so that you can go and Google it if you want to find out more. I hope that this has been helpful. I know that it's provocative and I know that it's undesirable information. Nevertheless, I know that my path is to speak about the things that are often left unspoken. And I hope that my tribe are able to hear this and that they're able to find comfort, peace, and truth in these words. If you have liked it, I would appreciate it if you would give it a big thumb up, because imagine if everyone out there that was being called to witness all of these things actually knew that that was part of the divine purpose and actually knew that for them to be witnessed, it would enable them to do their job so much easier, and that it's a sacred divine call to witness the suffering in others. I send my love and my blessings out to you all. I want you to know that I trust you in your pain and in your suffering. I trust your ability to transmute it and to become more glorified and home in your divinity in the process. If you want to hear more of this, by goodness, you're a brave soul. And if you do, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. It's a place where we can deepen into truth so that we can rise in purpose. If you are a spiritually gifted business owner, I'm having a new group on Facebook called Heart and Biz Alignment. And it's such a beautiful place where I actually support and guide other people to come up and reveal more of who they are in business so they can prosper on purpose. If that calls to you, check the link in the description below. Empress Lysa, shimmy, shimmy, shake, yeah. I hope this was good for you, beautiful ones. Mwah.